Revelation 21, verses 1 to 7. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared as a bride, beautifully dressed for a husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, "Look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. There'll be no more death, or mourning, or crying, or pain, for the old order of things has passed away." He who was seated on the throne said, "I am making everything new." Then he said, "Write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true." He said to me, "It is done. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. To the thirsty I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life. Those who are victorious will inherit all this, and I will be their God, and they will be my children." When you're starting out on an adventure, it's helpful to keep in mind where you're going. There may be times along the journey when things get tough, when the road becomes hard and progress feels limited. Keeping your eyes fixed on the end point gives you courage to keep going. It's the pub at the end of the hike. It's the bed at the end of the night shift, the prize at the end of the race. When others stumble, you can remind them of where you're heading. The penultimate chapter of the Bible gives a glimpse of where the church is heading, and it is glorious. If we will only lift our eyes, there's enough there to keep us going, to fill us with courage, to stir us to faith. The picture you get in the book of Revelation is of a renewed earth and a renewed heaven. No more death or mourning or sadness or pain. The creation now finally set free from the effects of the fall, and all evil is destroyed. And at the center of it all is a relationship. The church, no longer trampled and fearful, but glorious, like a bride beautifully prepared and perfected to be with Jesus forever. Where all else fades away, the church will stand. And the most glorious promise of all, the intimate presence of Jesus. Unhindered relationship with him, the fog removed. And he will be with them. He will wipe away every tear from their eyes. And he will be your God, and you will be his children. If you're a follower of Jesus, this is your inheritance. It's an inheritance that can never perish or spoil or fade. It is done. It is finished. The end is set, won by the glorious victory of Jesus. So whatever the next step is in your own personal journey with God, keep your eyes fixed on that immovable ending. If you know you have eternity with Jesus to look forward to, read today's passage again and allow it to lift your eyes to Jesus. Then, worship.